Hey everybody, welcome back to Dad Can Cook. Okay, I'm back. It's the 12th of August. We just got back from our cruise, and I highly recommend you watching my mixology video. I won the contest on this ship again this year, so I suggest that you watch that. Okay, this is a quickie for tonight, okay? This is my first video coming back from my hiatus for the mid-season. Okay, remember we're in season 3, and this is part 2 of season 3. I just want to let you know that I got 2 places lined up where I'm going to do live shows from out of Venice, Florida. One of them is called Scrambles, where they make some of the best breakfast and lunch stuff you want to have, okay? Really, really cool. We're going to go in there and we're going to do a live tape show there. And I'm going to do that there. And there's also a place called Snookhaven, and it's probably a 40 or 50 year old place in Venice, Snookhaven, in Venice, and they do a barbecue there, and they got a chef there that really knows how to do his barbecue. He got his barbecue on, and we're gonna go there and we're gonna do a show from there. Okay, so that's coming up, okay, at the end of the month. But for now, I'm doing a quickie. Yes, we're doing a quickie. And what I'm doing tonight is we just got home yesterday. So what I'm doing is, well, I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich tonight. But it's not any ordinary grilled cheese sandwich. What we're going to do is we're going to make a grilled cheese with Jarlsburg, tomato, avocado, 12-grain bread. Okay, you know my homemade mayo, okay? I always make the homemade mayo. You could check it out on my YouTube channel and or my Facebook channel. You'll find my homemade mayo quickie, okay? And what we're going to do to this is we're going to put a tablespoon of cilantro and a teaspoon of garlic and a squeeze of lime into my homemade mayo. And then we're going to mix that up. Okay, and this is going to be the spread that we're going to put on our sandwich. Okay, I can smell it from here, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. It's not like I haven't made this sandwich before. All right. Okay, in my pan I got a tablespoon and a half of butter or margarine that I'm going to cook these in. I got my 12-grain bread, right? I got my tomato, I got my Jarlsberg cheese, okay? Let me grab a spatula. I got this all mixed up, okay? And I'm going to spread this on all 4 sides of the bread. Okay, you see this here? Let me get that in there for you. Okay, so we're going to put a nice spread on that, and a spread on that, and here, and also here. Okay, so I got a spread. I want to get that all around, okay, all over the bread. Okay, be a little generous with that, as much as you like or as little as you like. Okay. Okay, so I got that spread, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a slice of cheese and put it on each side of this bread. Like so. Okay? Because I'm going to put this in the pan, and then what I want to do is I want to toast the bread in the pan, or kind of like saute the bread in the pan so it browns, right? Okay, so I got a piece there, and now I'm going to slice my tomato. I got this beautiful vine-ripe tomato, okay, and I have 2 pieces of cheese left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start slicing this, and what I want, I'm going to take the end off, and what I want is I want 4 nice slices of tomato. Okay, there we go. I got the 4 slices of tomato there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1, 2, 1, 2, like so, to cover the sandwich there, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the avocado. Now you see what here is I got a Florida avocado. And it's soft. It's just about ripe to eat. I don't like them too soft unless I'm going to make a guac with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut it around down to the ends, like so. See how I twisted that off? And then you take your knife and you catch the seed. And I throw that in the garbage, like so. Get any skin or anything that's left inside off. Okay? And now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to see if this is going to work. Let me get a spoon. I got a teaspoon here. And we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to go in underneath the skin. Underneath the skin, like so. Like so. Like so, like this, right? You see, and then I go down a little bit deeper. And then a little bit deeper. It's really easy when you got a nice avocado that wants to work with you. And then you see that? If I was on a desert island, I would let this dry out and I would use it as a cup or a bowl for myself. But thank God I'm not on a desert island because I wouldn't want to do that shit. Okay, so now I have my avocado here. See that? Alright, let me rinse my hands off. Dry them off a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to make really nice, thin slices of the avocado. Nice thin slices. Okay? Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got going here. I'm going to take them from the inside and I'm going to lay them on my sandwich like so. 2 going that way. And then I'm going to do 2 going this way. Okay, to give me a nice coverage. Okay. And then this little end piece, I'm going to eat it. And it's good. I'm going to rinse my hands off. And I'm going to come here again, right? Okay. So now that I have that set up like so, I'm going to go into my thing. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning salt on that. Just a little bit. Okay? And then I'm going to take the second piece of cheese and I'm going to put that on that like so. Okay, you got to be really delicate with this because I don't want this coming apart in the pan. Right? I don't want it coming apart in the pan when I put it in the pan when I'm going to do it. But this is the easy part now. I'm going to put this one over here. So now I got 3 slices of cheese. I got one on the bottom. I got one on the bottom that's going to hold, and when it melts, it's going to hold my stuff that's in between it together. Okay? And then I got 2 on the top, which is going to melt also. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm putting my oven on 350. Okay, because I'm going to finish baking this in the oven after I start to saute it. So the inside gets hot and melty and gooey. Okay, instead of just the 2 tops of the pieces of bread. Alright, so I'm going back on top with this other piece of cheese. So I got 3 slices of Jarlsburg on this. I have my mayo, which is a garlic cilantro homemade mayo. I have avocado and fresh tomato. Now I got these sandwiches ready like so. I'm going to melt this butter. I'm going to put them in the pan. I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to finish them in the oven. And what I'm going to do right now before I start that is I'm going to jump in the shower. I'm going to jump in the shower, letting my oven preheat. And when I come out in 10-12 minutes, we're going to be ready to make this. So I'll be back in a second, okay? Hey, are you still watching this video? Well, I just wanted to tell you, listen, I use Jarlsburg to make this sandwich, okay? I'm in the shower right now, but I'm telling you this for when I come back out and before I cook it. I use Jarlsburg to make this sandwich, and I put it on 12 grain bread. You know something? You could use cheddar, anything you want, all different kinds of ingredients you can put on. It doesn't have to be a cilantro mayo. It could be a basil mayo. It doesn't have to have garlic. It could be with pieces of red onion or whatever you want to put in it, you know? So that's the key. Use your imagination. And remember, any kind of cheese, and don't diss the Swiss. Okay, hey, I'm back, okay? I'm showered. I'm feeling nice and refreshed. I got my sandwiches ready to go into the pan. I got my butter melting down over here, my margarine, I can't believe it's not butter. Okay, and I just want to say, I just got back from our cruise, okay, and we did a tour of Cozumel. And you know something? I just want to tell you that I am really glad to be a citizen of the United States. I don't care what anybody says about anything. You know, I would rather live here than anywhere in the entire world. Alright? With that said, hey, when I was a kid, I used to wait online with my mother to get a block of government cheese. We used to make grilled cheese with government cheese, and that crap just didn't melt. You know, I don't know what it was made of, but it didn't melt. But now I'm here and I'm making a sandwich with Jarlsburg. Wow, who would have thunk that? Right? Who would have thunk it? So I got this melting here, and I'm going to put my sandwiches inside. I'm going to push them down a little bit. I don't want anything to come out. Oh no, my avocado's coming out of there. I got to stick it back in there, right? I don't want that to come out. And I'm going to put that in here like so. Okay? And in the meantime, I had made the other day a tomato, cucumber, red onion, and cilantro salad with a apple cider vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, and sugar. So we're going to have that as a side dish. And I got some chips, some restaurant style taco chips. So that's going to be on our plate. But you know something? Really, touring the island of Cozumel made me really appreciate what we got here, you know? This really is a great country. I don't care what anybody says. You know, I'm proud to be an American. Okay, well, let's get this going. Let me get a close-up on this. Okay, so this is going to take a few minutes, okay? I'm probably going to cut the scene here a little bit because this is supposed to be a quickie. But the idea is that I'm going to brown this bread on the one side, and when I turn it over, you will see it. And then I'm going to let it go for a minute or two this way, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. Then I'm going to put it in the oven here, right? And I'm going to let it finish in the oven. And the idea about it finishing in the oven is that everything inside is going to get warm and melty, not just the tops of the bread. So we're going to melt it down a bit in the oven, and we're going to cut it in half. I'm going to serve it with this, and it's going to be a really dynamite sandwich. Okay? You know, talking about back, I grew up until 4th grade in the Astoria, Queens. Okay? I lived in what they called the projects. Okay? What'd you say? And it was tough. It was tough growing up there. You know? I had to, my folks had to look out the window and watch me every second of me hanging out down there. And then I moved to Bayshore, Long Island, where I made the rest of my life until I moved and got, you know, became an adult. But we're going to turn this right now. See that bread? Look at this. Look at that. That's nice. Nice stuff. That's what we're looking for, right? That's what we want. Okay? Okay? I want to get that sandwich all together. I don't want that, because this is what we want now, is we want everything to get melty on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for a second. We're going to back it up. Whoops. We're gonna back it up. And I'm gonna put it in the oven. You wanna make sure everything is centered in there. And if you can, you could use your fingers. You know, I mean, because if you're not afraid to get any kind of heat on them, but you wanna stick everything back into the sandwich. You know, there we go, right? See that? Okay, so now I'm taking it and I'm putting it on the top shelf in the oven. And it's gonna go in there probably for about 4 minutes, maybe. And then it's gonna come out. And I'm gonna cut them up and we're gonna serve them. Okay, so I'll be back as soon as that comes out of the oven. All right, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you waiting for me to come back for season 3. All right, okay, I'm back. I'm pulling them out of the oven. Okay, here we go. Okay, and one thing that's very important when you put a pan in the oven, you got to make sure that your pan is oven tempered, that you can put it in the oven to a certain temperature. Otherwise your handle is going to melt. So you got to make sure you have a handle, either a metal handle or a handle that can handle the heat. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. Nice and melty. Let's get a close up on that. Get over here. Okay, boom. Okay, let me show you what the other side looks like. Beautiful, right? Okay, so that's what we're looking for. I'm gonna push it down a bit. I gotta get this on here so it's a little even. There we go. I'm gonna push that down so it's get all melty. Got my serrated knife. Okay. Okay, beautiful, right? I'm gonna take my plate. I'm gonna take my plate like so. I'm gonna kind of place it around and place that on there like so, right? Whoops. There we go. How's that? Jarlsburg, tomato, avocado, garlic, cilantro, mayo, tomato, cucumber salad with cilantro and some chips. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. How's that? Jarlsburg, tomato, avocado, garlic, cilantro, mayo, tomato, cucumber salad with cilantro and some chips. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Introduce me to that big one. She's got a touch of Tuesday well.
Come fill my glass up a little more. We're about to get up and burn this door. You know we getting hotter and hotter, sexy and hotter, let's shut it down. Yo, what I gotta do to show these girls that I own them? Some call me Mickey and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in a visa. Whoa, just like and I need my own sneaker. Sexy, sexy, that's all I do. If you need a bad bitch, let me call up yo. I'm soon and I'm living many services out. I see some good girls, I'ma turn them out. Okay, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle. Hey, bottle, sip, bottle, guzzle. I'm a bad bitch, no muzzle. Let's go.
Makes me